Anyone?
This is the library from my dreams. It's real? Look at all these tablets. Actual records. Oh, somebody pinch me. There's even some wine to read with. Whoever was here last, I would have gotten along well with them.
Eckworth and Rob!
Just a little spark.
Sea art is in its heyday. In its full splendor.
I should have brought my sketchbook. Check the
On your right!
Draw 10! Draw 10!
That'll show him.
This place feels familiar. Hurry, let's go inside. The kids are building this place. Clearly, they wanted their story preserved, no matter the cost. I wonder who she was. She looks sad and familiar. Garlowane's gonads. And that's the chair. It's the picture of coziness. Must you always default to military tactics? Finally, you've arrived. Ah, there it smells. That took 10 years off my life. Wait. Oh,
The resemblance is uncanny.
it has been quite some time. Too many years to number. Of course. No, Oh, of course. You lived with that.
Few can bear the mental and
Oh, darling, you know how I get around all the metaphysical talk.
That's why I'm here, remember?
I was the last of the Akida. Once the attack started, a few of us were charged, so we retreated with as much as we could carry. The attacks? The Magfolk attacks. Yes. They tried to butcher every last one of us. Must it always be literal? Oh, if all the Akidans outside were with you, you would have heard them as they were. But they didn't. Between the screams of my kin. That's the screeching I heard in my dream, Envoy. I knew once it was gone, there was... So I decided on another poison. Yardley, you know, someone must tell... I'm already an expert. Oh, think about it, Yardley. You have been trained. I couldn't ask for a better successor. But that... Yardley, if you... The stories of the Akita will turn to dust, and my people, just as the burned queen wanted all along. This is all too much. What do you think, Envoy? I'm already intrigued. I'm so glad that our time is at... Wait! I've not even... Oh! Unfortunately, my time... You must keep... So this is goodbye. Choose well, Yardley. She's gone. Forgive me, Envoy, but we should get...
Goes a long way.
Just a little spark.
Absolutely not.
Just a little spark. I'll never understand the Akita love.
I survived.
There's always a weird sort of quiet on the eve of battle. Seems like a good time to gather our thoughts and share.
Right. This seems like a perfect place.
Though it's hard enough to tell what's real here.
Sound like you're nervous, dear.
I'm feeling all kinds of ways. Anxious,
I feel it as well. It is only mortal to... I think so. Garden is so much more than... Truthfully, I didn't come all this... Now, it's like we're close to something. Thank goodness.
Well, I won't lie to you, Envoy. It's not every day that you learn that you're the last hope to carry on. Never literally talked to myself before, but here we are. I just need a moment to take it all in. Glad to see I've rubbed off. And I wouldn't worry. Our little group is perfectly frightened. We'll be fine. I can't speak for anyone else, though.
Oh, you don't have to worry about me. Getting to see that vision of Tama. Now that we're here, Same. I'd rather have good company and a...
I had a feeling you might ask me that. I'm not sure I've really worked. I feel like I'm completely bent.
You've been shipwrecked and you've had your soul poked, and yet you've kept yourself and all of us together. How are you really doing?
You're very resilient, but we all know better.
That actually made...
I'll take that as a
How about you, Envoy? What?
Perhaps you don't need to understand.
When we first met, but then I saw how you... And then you found it's rare to choose justice, but you stood by your principles.
I didn't know much about you at that point.
I remember your calm. You saved my city and gave me a home. I'll never forget.
You were my hero right away.
And now look at you. Look at... Quite a lot, as it turns out.
Not to raise the sails before the anchor. If we make it out of here...
Just this once. Could we forget a...
Oh, that doesn't mean it's jihadist.
I thought my stories were insight.
If we can't take a moment to ourselves on a floating island outside reality, then I don't know where we can.
Right. We could all use...
Get some rest. That goes for everyone.
Hey, how are you holding up?
I'm here talking to dead people. I've heard about them. But thanks to you, I will... I guess it's been a bit of a ride. I don't know. Quick note. Anyway. Not before I've done some reading.
Anyway. Hey, Giada. How are you holding up?
Oh, Envoy, I don't... I think I just need to say some things out. It's just... We have a god and I was already unsure what to do. But... It explains why I knew the language. It's not an answer I would have expected. Well... No matter what... Settle down. Me? Oh, if I were to go back to Fjord, I think...
Congratulations, Yardsley. Now you're just...
No matter what, I've always known exactly... But this is the first time... What do you think? I ask because I want your advice. What do you think? You're right. It's the one seemed. Finally picking it. Oh.
He'll understand.
Well, come on. Much as I'm low and Envoy.
So those...
I think we've found Sapadal's home.
That's it. The heart of the garden.
Safe to assume that the large glowing door is part of Sapadal's prison. Now, we just have to get past it.
Sapadal's prison, I think. What else could it be? Time to shut it down forever. Charge it up. Just a little speed.
Up 10. Make work and rock. Go 10. Go up 10.
You won't get through.
Go up 10.
Check it out.
Make work and rock. Go up 10.
I was worried for a second.
Seems like we've drawn a crowd.
Up 10. And rock. Up 10. Up 10. Take work and rock.
Looks like the gate's open. Well, what are we waiting for?
Take Worth and Roth!
Watch it! Behind you!
After so long. You are so small. We questioned if you were real. Then steps. A voice. Through arts and corrupted soil. You persevered. Now, you are here. The rot. We feel it. Your dream scourge will end when our suffer. We were innocent one, but the other gods imprisoned us, left us to suffer alone in this place. But you are here now. You found us, a sprout in the endless winter. There is little. The Strangler is close now. We feel. She begs for our blood. Her wolves defile the city on the shore. The prey flees. The people's cries ring in our ear. She pierces us now. Now! A spark. Wait. The essence bends here. You can reach her. Will the garden to open. A mountain of essence. We were everything. We could run, leap in the... We must. We mourn our past. We only seek peace now. A chance to regrow. We trust you. You met death, and we only want the same. You give us peace. We want a chance to change. We deserve that opportunity. Do you think we have? We deserve more than this prison. Or do you have no more mercy for us than you did for the bear? Yes, the time. End our pain. Give us. Center. Clear the fog. We were so blind. We feel we will grow. We will
Chandra's depths. Are we back in Dawnshore?
This is Sapadal's doing. I'm certain of it. What happened to the living land started long ago.
Are you seeing this?
Looks like the war already started.
Marius, vines don't usually get that.
Based on their growth and size, I'd say we've been gone.
For once, I wish I wasn't. Who knows if the garden...
It's like how a body fights an infection.
Look at this place. It feels like we're... Those are more your people's ships in the harbor.
Even Raingrim is here. Perhaps we'll get to see an Archmage in action.
I think I see Elia as well. What a strange reunion this will be.
The Blessed Wardens are here too. That conflict we've been trying so hard to prevent started without us.
Always better than the reverse. Before we go,
I'm not sure.
it's a relief that the Dream Scourge won't be a problem. Time will tell.
After all this time, they're free.
We've cured the land, and we've even freed a caged...
A lot of things have gone right.
They march on still.
We should take a look. See if we can get ahead.
People seem to be gathering west...
If we make it out of this, I'm going on vacation.
They marched in. What? It's... They broke some glass. They did.
Right now?
If you're...
How many?
I'm not sure. I am... You?
We should move.
Envoy, wait! I took some...
Why is there snow here?
Written across.
So... I know you speak metaphysically, but politically. I intend... Anyway. I think that's it. Besides, don't... If I must.
Mari. How are you feeling?
I'm alright. There you are. Understood. This is... Someone wants... Anyway. It's not that I don't want... Talk to you later, Envoy.
Wait, you liberate. That's quite... I'm not sure. If not for... Which means you have... That's Sapadal. We cannot know. Eventually, maybe you'll find... I hope you don't mind. We're not finished yet. I want you to know this until now. If I must.
People at...
Envoy? Is it
When you didn't return, we took you for dead.
Did you meet your god there? The one whose marks you bear?
The origin of the Dream Scourge? It was the act of a god this whole time?
Everyone, please, please. We could get to the bottom of this if you would only let them speak.
It's been weeks, Envoy. What happened?
Finally, a ray of sunlight.
I will not grovel at the envoy's feet for solving a...
If you wardens bothered to pull your heads out of your asses, you wouldn't take such pride in your ignorance.
You know nothing of me or my people. You fucking...
Warden Commander, look around you. Is this really the time?
Giata nearly had... Try us. You may be surprised what we are willing...
Well, you might not believe me, but I...
Yes, you said that.
It was Ludwig. She and her...
You did. I kicked her corpse when you weren't...
Well, she's seen better days. But you would...
Ludwig's plowed through the militia like a knife through...
All right, let's keep the similes...
A bit like you're being haunted. So long as...
Then we destroy her faith? I have a theory about...
Oh, good.
It is not,
Ilgorod broke through. As far as we can tell, what citizens still...
You couldn't have known.
Some paradigm...
Well, we can't agree on...
Nobody wants to...
So you let the pair...
Even if our meager...
The siege won't...
Precisely. Ludwig has sent a message to the Emperor informing him of her attack. He will send advisors and reinforcements swiftly and... What will his represent... Before you face... But whatever you...
Well?
I believe you're...
Not all of...
Solus will have no part in this now.
Thirdborn refuse...
We should never have tolerated a single Adiran on our shores. Our people showed them...
Wonderful. I'm sure everyone will adore working under...
It is decided. I will tell the Emperor's men that parody. That leaves the matter of Lud... Not the... You must...
Whatever happens to the living lands, at least I can...
She better say her...
I'm proud to fight it.
Let's get to work.
The Paradise Militia will be at your back. Give her no quarter. The future...
You're more than...
Show them...
Gather your force. Odds...
Let's take...
Let's go.
This shall be a bloody day.
Let's finish.
Don't worry about the eastern gate. I'll protect your back.
The envoy. Of course you'd be the last I have. But never mind. You've declared yourself. Why, envoy? The Emperor is an art. You won't stop us. You sicken me.
We were never going to go quietly, were we?
Envoy! I doubted I'd ever see. I must thank you one. No, with some shorthand for forgive me.
I'd like to go on.
Envoy! There are people trapped under the rubble. I should be out there digging.
We've got company.
Up 10! And Rob!
What was that? Stop right there.
Envoy over here. What exactly do you think? You nearly died in my clinic. Correction, you... What have you got to say for... Well, at least you're alive. We're patching up folks as best... You'd know better than anyone. I can't say I... Wait a second.
Surviving. Do you need anything?
Once this is...
Thank you, but can you manage with...
Are you kidding? Besides, I've got Chico on... Gods be with you, Envoy.
Come on.
Don't do anything I wouldn't do.
Don't worry about me. Envoy? It's good to see you. Out of curiosity. It takes courage. You know... I'll send it down the line. Ready to make...
Good. Now, let's kick these bastards out, shall we?
Worth and rob!
And stay down.
Your reputation is well deserved.
So, you came around to our side. Guess Kai's rubbing off on you.
Her demand for submission. Stand against her and fall.
Let's pay Ludwig one final visit, shall we? Let's make sure she stays dead this time. All right, dearie?
There you are.
So, you survived the garden. Did you come all this way just to try your luck again? To kill me more efficiently than last time? You'll get your hands. Look around, Envoy. He'll guard you. He failed.
Her order.
Well, well. Not before. As for you, Sapadal, I don't know. Do not steal you.
We would not welcome her death. There is still ample shade for her beneath our...
My fair...
There's no...
You will...
Once...
We are every seed in the soil. We will always grow.
Come on, let's get her on.
Queen among queens! Send me your aid!
Mordecai is done with you, Ludwig.
Never had a chance. Speed up.
And rock! Roll 10!
Again! Mordecai! Help me! One last Monica! Where are you? No! Don't abandon me now!
Wherever Ludwine is now, she must be seething.
Of course, we'd be happy to kill her again, if needed.
She's done. But we're not. Whatever's next, we'll face it. Together.
Gods, you're all gonna make me sick. But carry on.
Unraveled at last. We no longer feel her wire against our flesh. We are free always. We are free forever.
Silence falls over Paradise, as though the city is holding its breath. Then you hear it, the ringing of a distant bell, the waving of banners, and cheers of victory. After a short and bloody conflict, the dust has finally begun to settle. You feel Sapadal close to your thoughts, stirring with interest. The god of the living lands is observing this moment, unfettered by confusion or fear. For the first time in centuries, they understand. The Paradise militia rallies to you, the outsider who defended them in their hour of need. Whatever happens next, you have won their confidence. You take a moment to reflect on the calm. Not so long ago, you arrived at these shores on a simple errand, which turned out to be anything but simple. The Dream Scourge is over, and the island has been cleansed of plague. A time of healing and mourning follows. People look to you for answers about the source of the affliction. You tell them the truth, how the plague came from a power beyond mortal understanding, and how it is finally at peace. The Living Lands is now a colony of the Adiran Empire. New governments replace the old, and imperial law reigns over the frontier. An age of order and discipline is just over the horizon. The rebels of Paradise come to learn that resistance is futile. After the assassin Egwolf died in custody, many of his worst fears about the Empire are confirmed. Some of his people splinter off, while others abandon the fight entirely. Their alliance is never the same. The refugees of Emerald Stair find a cold welcome in the city of Paradise. Animancy is frowned upon, but their knowledge of agriculture is highly valued. The first bountiful harvest improves relations. In time, the people of Emerald Stair return to their city of Fior Messiverno. However, the Empire does not tolerate forbidden research. Animancy is forced into dark alleys, away from the eyes of the law. The older Thirdborners who remember Rawatai know that life under an empire is cyclical. In time, Adir's might will fade. But the younger kith of the settlement remember what Thirdborn used to be, while having lost so many to an archmage's spell, and straining under the yoke of an empire. Despite the line of Adiran ships bearing fine goods, Their rage is a powder keg that sits and waits. For a brief but hopeful moment, Solace Keep opens the fortress doors to the new rulers of the living lands, allowing adherents to come and go as they please. But the peace does not hold. Lacking patience for the Empire's unyielding demands, Mihala shuts the doors once again, issuing a warning. Those who trespass in Solace Keep will not leave alive. The adherents waste no time gathering their forces, for an example must be made. For the first time in many years, Kai feels an agreeable restlessness. Not to flee, not to drift, but to venture. He visits the distant shores Tama told him about, savors the modern marvels, ancient wonders, and breathtaking expanses he beholds. His heart swells, not with grief, but with awe. There is so much to discover, and he will spend his years chasing all of the joy and beauty the world has to offer him. With many of his anxieties and lifelong fears addressed, Marius now feels very differently than he did when he first met the envoy. Still far more comfortable in the wilds than among people, he nonetheless finds that his worries about the unknown were merely self-protection against the traumas of his childhood. Armed with this knowledge, he finds himself more capable of living in civilization, and far less fearful of his home in Galawain's tusks. While he never regains his former place as a Warden of Solace, he spends his time traveling between Solace and Thirdborn, acting as a stubborn ambassador between the two. Giada continues to improve as an animancer. She dedicates her work to the spiritual health of the living lands, nurturing instead of exploiting. Others follow her example, seeking her tutelage from lands far and wide. In the years to come, rumors spread of a secret society gathering in the wilderness, where animancers work in harmony with nature. The dream of Fior Mes Iverno lives on in her. Unable to pass up the opportunity, Yatsley takes her place beside Reengrim. Under the tutelage of the Archmage of Terror, Yatsley sees her own power grow beyond her wildest expectations. But Reengrim is a strict master, and the visits to Quilichi slow to a stop over the years, leaving her with her grimoire and a pile of letters to warm her in her twilight years. Freed from torment for the first time in centuries, Sapadal turns their prodigious curiosity to the people that shaped them. They observe the ways their people live, and they think deeply about what they see. Though they flinch away from moments of violence, and they grieve souls returned to them too soon, the rage that once shook cities to rubble no longer rules them. Instead, they come to you with questions. They want to understand. After a time, they begin tentatively to garden. Where they can, they improve the lives of Kith, and the suffering that troubled them is reduced, if never fully eradicated. Their grief compels them to love, and they love unreservedly, with the power of a god. Sapadal pours a fragment of their power into the statue they claimed from the temple of Aethys. Newly embodied, they roam the living lands and learn to experience the world as the sounds of celebration pull you out of reverie. Many are waiting to greet you with open arms. You take a moment to catch your breath and savor it, because